Hi everyone, this is Jeff, the founder of the Virtual EMDR Eye Movement Therapy Program. This is the third video in my video series that talks about the science behind EMDR therapy and more specifically about the Virtual EMDR program, which is an online program where you can do EMDR therapy sessions without the need for having a therapist to assist you. Again, before we get started, let's really quickly go over what EMDR is. EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, but I prefer to just use the term eye movement therapy. It's a therapy approach that's been used by millions of people and with thousands of therapists around the world since the 1980s. At first, EMDR was just used to treat trauma and PTSD, predominantly in military veterans, but since then it's expanded into lots of new programs to treat things like anxiety, fears and phobias, depression, and even addictions. Virtual EMDR is an online EMDR therapy program that you can use at home without needing a therapist. And our program walks you step by step through the EMDR process and includes helpful videos and also our Virtual EMDR eye movement tool software. Today I want to talk about the Virtual EMDR program for treating anxiety. It's the newest of our programs or protocols, and the reason that we launched it is because we have thousands of people who use the Virtual EMDR program, and we kept getting messages from people either through emails or through social media where people were asking about using EMDR specifically to treat their anxiety. So as a result of that, we started consulting with additional therapists, additional EMDR therapists to come up with a really good EMDR anxiety program or protocol. So there are a couple of different approaches that you can use to use Virtual EMDR for anxiety. First, you can do a session which focuses on a future event that gives you some anxiety. Some examples of this would be an important meeting with your boss, or an uncomfortable social situation, or even flying on a plane. When you're using the Virtual EMDR eye movement tool software, what you're going to do is mentally focus on the future event and imagine yourself being there. The second way that you can use EMDR, or more specifically Virtual EMDR for anxiety, is if there's no specific thing that gives you anxiety, you can just focus on how it feels when you're having the anxiety while you're using the eye movement tool software. Imagine that tight feeling in your chest or the palpable fear that you feel during an anxiety attack. Using Virtual EMDR in this way will help you to eliminate further anxiety attacks in the future. After completing some Virtual EMDR sessions, you'll find that the anxiety gets a lot better because you've prepared your brain and nervous system in advance in the event that you encounter a situation that really triggers your anxiety. You'll feel like someone has sort of turned down the volume on your anxiety, and you'll feel a lot calmer when you encounter your anxiety. And if the anxiety is about a future event, like driving your car in the snow or speaking in front of an audience, you'll find that when you get to the actual event and when you're doing it, you'll have much less fear and you'll feel effortlessly more comfortable with the activity. Now, if you're really not sure if you have anxiety or how bad your anxiety is, we have free tests on our website, including a really good anxiety test called the GAD-7. These tests we offer are professional quality and have been designed by medical professionals, universities, and government agencies like the Centers for Disease Control. You can find the link to the tests in the comments below this video. I want to encourage people again that if you're using the Virtual EMDR program, one of the most important things you can do, especially initially when you first start using Virtual EMDR, is to be sure that you read the instructions so that you really understand exactly what you're doing. And if needed, you can also watch the instructional videos that we have in the program area of our website. You won't need to do this so much as you get comfortable with Virtual EMDR. You're going to be able to skip some of that stuff. But at first, you really want to know what you're doing because you're doing therapy on yourself. It would be helpful to us if you would click on the like and subscribe button And if you have a specific question that you would like me to answer in one of these videos in the future, please contact us at the Virtual EMDR website, and I promise that we will read your question and get back to you. The next video in this series is going to be tips and tricks for using the Virtual EMDR eye movement tool software. So I'm going to share things that normally are only shared in our EMDR coaching sessions or in some of the seminars that we conduct. Thank you for watching.